All right. Hello, you guys. Welcome to part 2 of our new brand partner training series that we are doing. Today, we are going over all things details, all of the nitty-gritty little things that you guys are curious about, want to know on the website, on your back office, lingo, FAQs, common things like that. So I'm going to be taking you through our slide deck and screen sharing into our website and back office. So you're going to want to make sure you're taking notes. You can take screenshots of the slide deck that we are going through today, and then talking through, just like I said, lingo and FAQs, like common things that you guys ask about. And chances are there's probably a resource somewhere for your question in Bravenly Nation. And I'm going to show you where those two common places are that you can grab that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and screen share and we will get started. Okay, so like I said, we are covering all things details today, and we've got kind of a lot to get through. So I'm going to jump right in. We are going to start with our website. So for those of you guys that are new to Bravenly and just got started, just know you have a free website. You have an e-commerce site that you can buy from yourself, or you can send to friends and family that are enrolling and buying product from you. And I'm just going to kind of show you a few different things to navigate that a little bit easier for you. So how you know when you're on your website. Every single brand partner in Bravenly has the same website. It looks very, very similar to our corporate website, but you choose when you enroll what your unique URL will be. And so it is at the very beginning of the website. So for example, if I was building a business and had a website, I would pick Ashley Walmer as my URL. And so when I give that to a friend, I would tell them, hey, Vicki, I know you're wanting to buy some product today. Just go to ashleywalmer.bravenlyglobal.com. Okay. If I'm going to use some people on here, Brandon. So maybe Brandon's is brandon.bravenlyglobal.com. Heather's is heather.bravenlyglobal.com. So every single rep in Bravenly has the same last part. You just get to choose what your unique part is. And that's how we make sure your friends and family are shopping with you. If you want to get credit for the products that they're buying, they need to make sure that they are shopping on your account. Now, you can change that at any time. You just go into your back office and change it. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. But in order to make sure that you know what website you're on, it'll say right here in the top right of your website, you're shopping with. Okay, I have a test account that I use for a lot of these things. So that's where it says Bravenly test account. If I was a brand partner, it would say Ashley Walmer right there. And then our little icon is actually a way for you to input a picture of yourself. I highly, highly recommend that your name on there is your first and last name. And the picture on there is a picture of you, or if you're working with a spouse, you and your spouse, or you and your partner, you and your boyfriend, whatever it is, right? Just a picture. If both of you guys are using the website, you want to make sure both of your faces are on there, because when you're giving it out to someone, they want to see you. And that's where you can say, hey, when I give you my website, before you buy anything, just make sure you see my name and my picture in the corner. And that's how they'll never end up on just the corporate page or another brand partner site. Let's say, for example, there's a couple different Ashleys in Bravenly, and somebody types in your name wrong, it could eventually go to somebody else. So here's what I will say is, if you know, for example, your sister calls you and she says, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I placed an order on your account today, and you don't see it in your back office anywhere, you can email support and just double check and make sure that one, they ordered, and two, that order went to the right person, because people can create errors, right? If you type in a URL wrong, if somebody is doing it fast and they type in a wrong URL or your URL wrong, it will just replicate back to the main shopping site. So that is just kind of one quick thing to know. It's why I would also, anytime you're giving your website to someone, tell them, hey, before you place an order, make sure you see my name and my picture in that top right corner, and that'll make sure that I get credit for your order. Okay, so When you click on your name, here's the other cool thing. This right here, if you were to click on that, it actually takes you to a very unique part of your website that is your bio. And people can read, they can see your picture, they can read a little bit of your story and see some information like your email, phone number, things like that. And so how you actually get that on there is if you log into your back office, okay? And I'm going to show you guys this in a little bit, but log into your back office. If you want to take a screenshot of this, then afterwards, when you're done, you'll know exactly what to do because these are the directions. So log in, and on the top right corner, you'll see your picture. That's your profile. If you click on that profile icon, it's going to give you these drop downs: my profile, settings, or log out. If you click on my profile, then it's going to bring you to another screen. And on the left side of the screen, you're going to see these right here. So you're going to click edit my profile. If you want to edit your name, your email, your phone number, your website, your URL, your password, not your password, change password is the next one. Your about me section that goes on your website is right there. If you want to change your shipping address, anything about your profile, you can edit and change in there. If you want to edit your password, click change password. If you want to ever edit your picture, do that right there. Now, this one right here where it says replicated site info, that is your replicated site is your unique URL. It's just replicating our main website for you. So anytime you see the word replicated site, that means that's your unique page. And so that page is going to be where you can actually tell it if you want to hide certain info, show certain info, or maybe in your back office, you go by like your official name. Like my name would be Ashley Walmer. But if I wanted like say all my friends call me Ash. And so in my back office, I want it to say Ashley Walmer, but on my website, what people see up here, let's say I want to go by a nickname. I want to go by Ash, okay? I can edit that and override that in here. So that way, instead of showing Ashley Walmer, it would show Ash if that's what I wanted, okay? So there's just a couple of unique things that you guys can do in there. So here's an example of some of those bio pages. So this is the default. If you have a picture and your name in there, it'll show this. It'll have your rep ID. And then I think it defaults to your phone number and email will show there. Again, you can hide that. This is just the default. So you don't have to have any of this information if you don't want. I would highly recommend it. And then here's an example of someone, well, me, I did this today in your test account, just what an about me section could look like. So you could type up a couple paragraphs, a couple sentences just about your story, what you love about Bravenly. Maybe you want to include your favorite products in there, what you recommend, what you use, anything that you want family and friends to see on your website when they click on your name. Okay. And then you are able to add any more of those in, like if you want your address on there. I don't really feel like you probably want your address on your website, but you have the ability to add that if you want, or maybe you just want to put the state that you live in or the city and the state that you live in. And so that is an example of what your bio page could look like. Okay, next thing I want to show you guys is how to enroll as an ambassador or as a brand partner. All right, I'm going to actually walk you through this on the website as well. But both of these images are in Bravenly Nation. They're in the how-to album. So if you're like, oh, Ashley, that's really small on my screen, I'm watching this video on my phone or this recording, just know that you can save these from Bravenly Nation in an album, have them to your phone. And that way too, if you have somebody that's having a hard time enrolling on your site, you can actually send them this picture and it's going to walk them through like the exact directions on how to enroll as a brand partner or as an ambassador. Okay. So a couple of things I just want to quickly tell you guys is when you click on join Bravenly, you can click become a brand partner or join as an ambassador. Okay. So you click either one of those and it's going to take you to the same screen where you choose brand partner or ambassador. Okay. So make sure you give that direction to one of your customers. If your customer is enrolling as an ambassador, say you're going to want to click on join as an ambassador and then make sure you click ambassador. Okay, then it's going to take them to which product packs that they want. So if they're joining as an ambassador, they're going to add the $9.99 to their cart. If they're joining as a brand partner, it's going to show them the 3 brand partner enrolling packs that we have. And I'm recording this video in October of 2022. So if you watch this recording later, we may have different enrolling packs. Okay, so a couple of things just to know for ambassadors. They do not need to fill in their social security number. Okay, that is not needed at all. They don't need to do that. Then you guys will see, and this is the same for brand partners as well. You'll see that there are some items available up here that anybody can buy, but any products that they're adding to their order outside of that $9.99 or outside of their brand partner enrolling pack that they purchased today will also start an easy ship for them. I love this feature because it's sometimes difficult to figure out how to navigate as a customer, how to start an easy ship. So it's automatically just starting it for them. And it says that right there. So it's very, very clear, but maybe just let them know that at any time they can go in and edit that. So it's really, really easy to edit, change, delete if they don't want that, but just know that that is right there and that'll show that. And then also on their confirmation page, it's showing them what they're ordering today and then what that they are agreeing to start that easy ship process for the next month. So I just kind of wanted to point out a few of those details for you guys. And that's the same thing for enrolling ambassadors and enrolling brand partners. Okay, so let me actually show you some of this stuff on our website, and then we're going to go into the back office. So I'm going to stop screen sharing this for just a second, and we are going to bring up this. Okay, so this is the test account website. Okay, so you can see here, it says you're shopping with Bravenly's test account. If you click on that, then it's going to take you to that About Me section that I was telling you guys about earlier. All right, so let's say you have a retail customer that is wanting to order on your website. So how to do that is you just go to products. Let's say they're wanting to buy essentials bundle, bundles and deal, hop down to essentials. And then they get to be on a page all about our products. So every single one of our products and bundles has its own page on the website where they can look around and get some information. When they're ready to purchase, they just click add to cart. Now it's going to move them from the website to the shopping cart. Okay, it's a little bit of a different thing. So when they're in the shopping cart, now they need to click add to cart. Okay, and you'll see it automatically added them to their cart. They can click go to bag right here and start the checkout process. But let's say they're like, oh, I actually kind of want to add on Boost Brew, right? So they would go up here to all products, and then they could search for it. They could click on products right over here and search for Boost Brew and add Boost Brew. And now you'll see it added them. So when they are ready to check out, you guys, they can click on go to bag, or they can even click on this cart option right up here. It's going to show them the options in their cart. They can remove it. They can add more. They can also add products to Easy Ship. So retail customers have the option to do that right here on this screen. And then when they're ready, they can click checkout. Now, here's what I wanted to show you guys. So let's say this is a retail customer shopping with you. If they already have an account, or maybe even as an ambassador, but they just start on your website, they can log in right here. If they are a new customer shopping with you, they will have to fill out this part. So they'll have to put their name, last name, email, phone number, and then create a password. Just so you guys know, for the passwords, there needs to be an uppercase letter, a number, and a special character. Okay, so you can tell your customers that as they are enrolling. And then once they actually create an account, so let's just create, I'll show you guys here real quick, test@email.com. Okay, let's see. Okay, so create an account. I just created a retail customer account, and you will now see it says, hello, Ashley Lynn. That is because I just created a retail account under you. Okay, so it says you're shopping with Bravenly's test account still. So I'm still shopping with Bravenly's test account as the brand partner, but I am now a retail customer. And so from this drop down, you guys, I can view my account. I can upgrade at any time to an ambassador or a brand partner as a retail customer by just logging in. So that's one thing I also wanted to let you guys know is retail customers don't have to email into support or anything like that. If a retail customer wants to move to an ambassador or brand partner, all they need to do is log in and click on their name and click upgrade. And it's super, super easy. Okay. So then the retail customer logs out. So it's super easy, you guys. And the same thing with, I'm going to go back to the test account. You guys can see that unique URL is right there. So like I said, for me, it would say Ashley, or it could say Brandon, or it could say Lisa or Alex or whatever it is, but everybody has the same one. So let me just go back one more time and show you if somebody is trying to enroll as a brand partner or an ambassador, what they would do. They could come over here and click join Bravenly and click become a brand partner or join as an ambassador. They also, as an ambassador, could click shop with perks and join as an ambassador. So there's a couple of different things. So once they choose which one they want, they will click on that and it's going to bring them to another page in a minute after my internet catches up. Or not. No, it is. Okay, so while we wait, it's going to bring them to another page where they click enroll now. And then they choose either brand partner or ambassador. Okay, so let's say you have somebody enrolling as an ambassador. They just come over here, click continue, and then they start that process. And again, you'll want to tell them, make sure you see my name as your sponsor. That's just making sure that they didn't type in the wrong URL when they did type in the website. Okay, so they can fill out all of this information. I will tell you guys something. This is not a secret, but kind of a thing. So an LLC or corporate name, leave this blank unless you are enrolling as an LLC or as a corporation. So like, let's say, for example, if you own a gym and you want your business, instead of in your first and last name, you want it in your company's name. But we do not, this is not asking like where you work, or you do not need to fill that out. You don't need to put in Bravenly Global. And I'm sure some of you on here are like, of course, but you guys, we get lots of, I know where lots of people work because they type that in, or they type in Bravenly Global right there, because some people interpret that as, oh, the company name. Okay, it's Bravenly. That's not, excuse me, what we're asking. So the only time that anybody ever needs to fill that out is if they are actually joining as their company or as their LLC. And then I will go even one step further to say that you don't even need to put that in there. Where that information must go is when you set up your Interchecks account. That's how you get paid. So that's where you actually put all of that information in. So just know, from a Bravenly standpoint, from your back office, we don't even need to know that. And if you do have something there, it is going to trump your first and last name. So what I mean by that is when we pull reports and do recognition, if you have a company name listed there, it is not going to show your first and last name. And so it'll just show your company name or your LLC name. And so if you ever want to be recognized as you as a person and want your picture on there, please make sure that the company name is not filled out. Anytime you guys see recognition and you see a company name there, or sometimes you'll see a picture and it's just kind of blank, that's because that person is building their business as a company and that's what they're choosing. So just kind of wanted to put that out there for just a second. So let's move on. So a retail customer or a brand partner is going to fill out all of this information. Their billing, their shipping. This is where they get to pick what they want their website name to be. Do not have them type in the word Bravenly. Okay, that will break the link and it'll push it to our corporate page. This is something that they want to do for their name. Okay, and then this is the About Me text. They can fill it out at time of enrollment or do that afterwards. And then creating their password and choosing ambassador customer. If they clicked on brand partner, it would show the 3 different brand partner enrollment options right there. All right, guys. And then they're going to continue fill in their credit card information and then confirm. So that is how you guys would enroll people, how you tell them to walk through that process. So let's move on and go into your back office. Okay. So I'm going to kind of just give you a little bit of a breakdown of some of these things that are in here for you. All right. So this is your back office. You can once we say log in, or anytime you hear the word back office, this is what we mean. So the website is the front end, what people can shop on. Your back office is how you manage your account. Every brand partner in Bravenly gets a free back office, okay? We do have a pro version, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a little bit, but every brand partner, their back office is automatically free. So I kind of already talked to you guys about like how to edit your profile. You come over here, click on my profile, and then it's going to bring you where you can, edit what you want to see. Anything in here, that's that company name thing. This is where you edit your URL if you want to change that. Edit any sort of thing that you can even think of. If you want to change your password, that's where you do it. Edit your picture, replicated site information, that is where you edit that stuff. So let's kind of go through. Overview is that main home screen. So a couple of cool things that you guys will see is these are little notifications. So like in the last 30 days, new things that have happened on your account. You can see they're a new customer. Those are probably all my test accounts I just created this morning, setting this up for you guys. If you click on this right here, anytime you see this little card in front of somebody's name, we call that their contact card. You can actually click on that and it's going to open up a side view right here where you can see lots of information about that person or even yourself. Okay. You can see their volume in here. You can see their rank status, tons and tons of stuff, activity. You can see communication from uplines, auto ship profiles. So you can see one of these for, like I said, yourself or a lot of your brand partners. If you were to search in here for a rep in your downline, you'll find them right here. Okay. This is just a snapshot of your rank, where you're at and what you need for the next level. Some quick links if you want to manage your easy ship, go to training and resources or your personal website. This is your URL. Okay. So if I click on this, it's going to take me to test.bravenlyglobal.com. All right. So here are just a couple of quick information about where you're at for volume. You can search for customers right here, and then your credit, brand partner credit, if you have any, is going to show up right here as well. So the showcase icon at the very top, these are videos that you guys can send to people. And we usually, if there is something new to update you guys, those are updated about once a month. So just so you guys know, those are things that aren't updated like right away the second it does, about once a month, those will get updated. Resources are like your files. Okay. Again, all of these are also in Bravenly Nation. I prefer to view them there because this can get kind of lost, but there are files in here as resources. Messages. So anytime you want to send a message to somebody else in your downline, you can actually use this feature right here, and it's going to send them an email and a message into their back office. Okay. So here's the thing. I believe that pro account users are the only ones that can send messages. Anybody has the ability to receive one, but if you don't have the pro account, you don't have access to send messages. Okay. Excuse me. Calendar, there's some kind of really cool functions on here. Some of our corporate things are in here, but you also have the ability to create your own calendar. So like as a team, you could create a calendar and your downline could subscribe to that calendar. And so all of their stuff would be on there. So that's kind of cool. Leads is a section of our website where you're able to actually manage and message your leads through here. So you can add information about them, new people that you're talking to, like prospects, create follow-up stuff. So this is kind of a fun little thing to click through. Easy Ship is how you edit your easy ships. Okay, it's super easy, you guys. You just click add new profile. And then you can choose what products you want to add to your easy ship. A couple of tips. You can actually edit or add to your easy ship, like your monthly back office. So you don't ever lose access to your monthly back office. So next ship date, you'll see that it's October 12th today. So this automatically has it set to November 12th, but you can edit that. All right. If you ever want to order through your back office, you could do so by clicking on new order. Okay, the order screen is going to show you a summary of your personal orders and your retail customer orders and your downline orders, which are your ambassadors and your brand partners. Okay, these two tabs, the organization and commissions, are the one that you're probably going to use the most. These are the ones that have reports in them. So I will tell you a couple of things to look at in organization. And you guys, the best way to get to know this back office is just play in it, click every button, kind of get to know what it does. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of those like really cool things to look at. So your customer management, those are your retail customers. This is going to be a report showing you your retail customers. Downline Pro report, that is going to list out all of your brand partners and ambassadors. It's going to give you their address, their phone number, if they have product credit, the day they enrolled, their sponsor, things like that. Okay. Another one in here is placement tool. You have the ability when you enroll a brand partner to move them in your organization under a different brand partner. Okay, we build legs of 5. You can go all the way to the top of the company with 5 legs. So once you have your 5 and you enroll your 6th or your 7th brand partner, you can actually move them under one of your other brand partners. So they will sit in this placement tool for 30 days. The day that they enroll is day 1. So you'd want to look at a calendar and actually count on a calendar the 30th day, and you need to move them by that day. If you don't, they stay on your front line. Okay. If you guys want more information about strategy around that, how to use that, all that kind of stuff, please get with your upline. I also did a Monday motivation all about placement tools. So if you get into Bravenly Nation and use the little search bar and type in the word placement, that will pop up if you're looking to kind of get some training around that. Okay. Graphical genealogy, that's where you can like physically see like where people are placed and on what levels. You're able to look at your personally enrolled on this account. And then let's go over to commissions. Commissions, a couple ones that I want you guys to pay attention to are the commissions tab. This one is going to show you what your paychecks are projected to be, and it'll show a projection for what's coming. So let's say, for example, we know that we have not paid you guys for the month of October. Why? Because the month's not over, right? So on October 31st, then a few days later, Aspen will push a button and do what we call commit bonus. It's committing your guys' bonus. And then you will get paid on the 15th of the next month. So every 15th of the month is payday from the month prior. All right. But you're able to see right now in your back office, if it ended today, what you're projected to make, which is so cool. Where it says projection is that, where it says statements, the statements are the ones that have already been paid, but you're able to look back through your previous commissions and dig into absolutely everything. Okay. The other one that I want to draw your attention to is the General Qualification Pro report. That is the report that's going to show you what your PBV is, if you're active, what your group volume is, tons of information about your volume, and it's clickable and drillable. So what I mean by that is if I log into my back office and it says I have 720 PBV, I can click on that 720 and it's going to show me a breakdown of exactly how I got there. This person ordered this amount. This person ordered this amount. So it's a great way to check and make sure that your orders are counting towards your PBV. Okay. And then rank qualifications, that is a report that's going to show you how close you are to that next rank. All right. So those are just some of the like most important back office reports that you guys are going to use, like I said, I would just get in there, click around, click on every button, just see what it does, get familiar with it. If you need more training on that, schedule something with your upline, have them actually screen share into your back office, or you screen share so that you're able to look at your data. That's probably the best way to look at it. This test account has no data in it because it's not a real brand partner. So it doesn't have customers and volume. You'll see here, everything is just zeroed out. So, all right, guys, I'm going to hop back over to actually, before I do that, let me get into Bravenly Nation, because I told you I would screen share and show you guys where some of those resources are. So if you're going to click on, if you get into Bravenly Nation, click on media and album, there's 2 albums that I want to show you where some stuff is. So this how-to album right here, if you click on that, there is lots of different, what I call a pathway to do something. Okay. So like how to gift product credit. There's the way to do it. How to figure out if you're active, how to find your URL, how to redeem product credit, how to enroll as a brand partner, how to move a brand partner. So those are there. You guys can download those images, send them to your team, get to know those things. But then the other one that I wanted to show you guys is this FAQ info resources. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here, and I'm going to screen share back in our slide deck here in a second. We're going to go over some of these, but you guys have access to all of these different things where you're able to download these, save these. So anything that's like I said, like an FAQ that has information and then common questions are all in here. Okay, so let me get back into our slide deck, and we are going to go over just a couple more things. Some of those things that I wanted to share with you that were in that FAQ. So first thing is back office options. Like I said, every single person joins Bravenly and has a free back office. There is a pro feature though to our back office. And I want you guys to understand the differences between the two. If you are wanting to build a business where you want to have access to your downline, communicate with your downline, be able to look up where they're at very easily, you're going to want to make sure you're on pro. Okay. If you're just kind of building a business where you're enrolling some customers and some ambassadors, and maybe you've got a brand partner or 2, but you're really just focused on the customer side of this, you probably are totally fine with the light version. And you can make that decision at any time. Okay. If you have light right now and tomorrow you're like, you know what, I just want to upgrade to pro for a month and see what the features are, you can do that. So you can get a monthly access by paying $9.99. Okay. So it's $10 a month. Or we do have a yearly subscription. So I love that because you're actually getting 2 months for free. Okay. So you can buy those. Those are things that you could put on an easy ship. Like if you decide, oh my gosh, once you go pro, you never go back, right? Like you don't ever want to go a day without the pro features. What I would do is I would add that to a monthly easy ship. So every day it runs on the same month. So you don't ever lose access to parts of your back office. Okay. You could also do the yearly one. If you're like, you know what, I know that I'm going to want this next year too, and I don't want to forget about it. You could do that. And you'll see here, there's just a couple of differences that like what is on the light versus pro. You don't have access to some reports about your team. Calendar, you can't create calendar events. You cannot send messages. Here's the other thing is with buying the pro version, it also gives you access to our app. And I'm going to talk about that here in a second. All right. So here is, like I said, if you want to dig into these, you can find both of these images in that FAQ album in Bravenly Nation. So once you get the pro version, and lots of people, you guys, they're like, oh, I just want pro so I can use the app because I love the app. It's my life. So once you buy pro, it automatically gives you access to our app. Now, anybody can download our app. It's available in the App Store, in the Android store. I don't know what that's called because I don't have an Android, sorry. Google Play Store, maybe. I feel like I've heard of that before. Okay, so anybody can search that app in the App Store or the Google Play Store, but you can't log in. unless you have Pro. Okay. So if you're somebody that's like, I'm trying to log in and I can't, just know your ID number and your password is the exact same one that's in your back office. Tip, if you ever change your password in your back office, you need to get into your app, log out, and log back in with the new password. Okay, so here's just a couple of really cool, unique things about our app that I'm super excited about. Bravenly University is all of our training guides. So if you're in Bravenly Nation and you click on guides, every single one of those is also in the app. So you can just very quickly go through it. The resources tab, pretty much every single resource that you see in an album in Bravenly Nation is in the app. So it makes it really easy. For example, if you are talking to a prospect and they want information on Boost Brew, and actually they want information on Golden Brew, they want Boost Brew and Gold, you can just click on your app, you click on resources, you click on products, you click on Gold, and then it gives you all of the images right there that you can just save to your phone or send from the app, which is really cool. So any, oh, actually, let me just stop screen sharing real quick and I'll just show you guys what this looks like. Okay, so let me turn down my brightness. So let's say I clicked on Bravenly Gold. All right, so all of these images are right here. So let's say you want to send the information that has like the pricing and all of that. So it's this product or this image right here. I'm going to turn down my brightness a little bit more. Okay, so it's this one. You can actually click open and it'll open and you can save it to your phone, or you can click share. Okay, you can now text that, email that, Facebook message that out to a customer. So you don't even have to have these resources taking up space on your phone because they're in the app. Okay, so it's really, really, really cool. All right, let me go back to our little handy dandy slide deck real quick. Okay, so the other awesome thing is there's a calendar on the app where you guys are able to see all the upcoming events. And then it also sends you a notification and a reminder when there's an event coming up, like, hey, in 15 minutes, this is about to start. And that's going to get notified right to your phone. So you're never going to forget about anything. You can click on your back office and it takes you from the app into your back office right from there. Okay. If you guys ever have any sort of glitch, just know that if you are on your mobile device, let's say you're an Apple user, all you need to do is click on Safari and you can get in your back office from your phone. If for some reason the app back office thing is weird or glitching, if it doesn't work, just know you can still access your back office from your phone. You just need to go to a web browser. Okay. You can click on the Facebook groups and be taken right into there. You can enroll people from the app. So like if you're at a one-on-one with somebody and they're like, yeah, I want to just join as an ambassador, you can click right on the enrollment button, click ambassador, and go through the process right here on your phone. Makes it super, super easy. You can add your before and after pictures in our compliant before and after template. Your inbox messages are right there as well. So if a upline sends you a message in your back office, you can check them from here. You can check your volume, like so many things. You can shop from here. It's awesome. One thing that is going to be coming this week is our virtual business card. Okay, so there's going to be a new tile or a new icon on this home screen, and it's going to say virtual business card, and you can click on that and it'll pull it up, and then it'll have a QR code. So if you're doing like a one-on-one with somebody, or this happened to me the other day, I was at my chiropractic appointment and my chiropractor was like, oh my gosh, Ash, I really want to get some info on Balance and Gold. Can you send it to me? Or do you have a business card? What's the company's website? I wish I would have had this because I could have popped up the QR code. He could have scanned it and instantly had all of my information. So it's going to work like that. And it's also where you can text it to somebody. So if you're not with them and they don't have like a QR code to scan, you can click open and it'll open your business card, and you can click send and it'll send them an email, text, Facebook message, and then it's going to actually send them a card that has your rank on it, your lifetime rank, your website, your email, your phone number. And once they have that, it's all clickable. So they can click right on your website, or they could click right on your phone number and call you. So it is going to be amazing. I'm super excited about the virtual business card feature on the app. The other really cool thing I'll tell you are the notifications that come. So this little bell right here, we have it set up when you enroll a customer, when you enroll a brand partner, when your downline does, when your downline ranks up, when your downline hits certain milestones, it's going to send you a notification so that you know to reach out to them and congratulate them. And it's also a way for you to kind of keep track of stuff. So the app is awesome. It is well worth just that alone, the $10 a month for Pro, and then you get all of the back office features as well. Okay, so last little screen share that I want to show you guys before we talk about lingo is support. So we have an incredible support team. I don't know if you've ever sent in a message to support, but they are the kindest, nicest, sweetest people on the entire planet. They are amazing, and they are in America. So you're not dealing with trying to figure out what people are saying or time changes or anything like that. So our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Okay. So if you do get a weekend response, just like be so nice to them, because they don't have to, they just love you guys. Okay. I will say the best, fastest way to get a response is email, not calling. All right. So our calling is, if you have an issue, if you need to talk through something or whatever, if you were to email that in, you're able to detail everything out. You're able to send screenshots. You're able to send a screen recording of what's happening. They're able to get all of the information. And then most of the time, if you send in your ID number, they're able to fix it without even having to text you back, email you back, call you back, okay? But a lot of times when you call them, one, that's the least priority. So first priority is they're looking at the emails, because that's the majority of people. Okay. So just know that. So it may take a while for you to get a call back, but then in that call back, they still may need you to email anyways, details, so they can dig in. All right. So just what I would recommend doing is just emailing in if you guys have anything. Okay. So one other thing I will say is make sure every single time you email support, you include your first, last name, number, and ID number. Okay. There are so many times I've seen support tickets where, you know, like, let's say, for example, I'm like, hey, I lost, or I don't know where my order is. Thanks. And I'm like, who's this person? What's the order number? What order are they talking about? What's their ID number? So we have to email back and ask you all the questions. So when in doubt, give more information. So I would say a good example of that would be like, hi support, this is Ashley Walmer, ID number 1234. I ordered last week, Tuesday, order number 78910, and it's still not here. Is there any way that you could look into that for me? Thank you so much. Okay. If maybe you just, whatever it is, if it's about an order, include the order number. Okay. If it's about a brand partner, include their first, last name, ID number. If it's about a customer or an ambassador, include their first, last name, ID number. Okay. So, I think that covers that. I just wanted to give you guys just a couple of tips on like how support works. So the last thing we're going to cover today is our Bravenly language, our lingo. So every single business industry has its own verbiage, you guys, code names, abbreviations, terms, shortcuts that help people communicate faster. Bravenly is not different. We have those same things. But because you guys are new, you may be going, what is a BP? What is PBV? What's BV, right? Like, it is a lot to understand. And so I gave you guys a couple of cheat sheets. So I'm going to go through what they are so you guys can understand. So account terms, you'll see retail customer, RC. We went over yesterday what retail customer, ambassador, and brand partner are, but retail customers are just customers that are ordering without a discount. Okay, ambassador, you'll see AMB sometimes listed out. That's somebody who's paid the $10 and they're getting a discount. Brand partner is BP. If you're looking at scripts, sometimes you'll see a lowercase p in front of those, and that is talking about a potential. So a potential brand partner, a potential customer. Okay. And then sometimes you'll even just see capital CUST, customer. That's referring to either an ambassador or a retail customer. Okay. If you ever see BO, that does not mean you're stinky. Okay. That's your back office. If you see the word BNation, that's just an abbreviation for Bravenly Nation. okay, or BG, Bravenly Global. So those are just a few account terms. So now let's get into the volume terms, because these are the ones that I get most questions about, okay? So BV stands for bonus volume. So every single product that we have has a dollar amount attached to it. But eventually, you guys, we're going to be in multiple different countries. And so most network marketing companies do not speak in dollars. They speak in volume terms, okay? So BV, bonus volume, is attached to every single product, okay? That's what you're paid on. When you see B, think paid, okay? Bonus equals paid. So that's what you're paid on. The QV is qualifying volume. Sometimes you'll see that's more because Aspen's awesome. And she gives you guys a little bit of extra to actually qualify for ranks on or your active status, okay? So the QV helps you qualify. The BV is what you're paid on. So your PBV and PQV, when the P is in there, that stands for personal. Okay, so what makes up your personal, your PBV or your PQV? Your orders, your retail customer orders, and your ambassador customer orders. Those three things make up your PBV and your PQV. Your PQV needs to be at 100 to be active. Okay, and PBV, like I said, remember what B stands for? Paid. So that is what enhanced commissions are paid on, or the clubs that you guys will see, and I'm going to explain those here in a minute. TGQV or TGBV, whoops, sorry, that's supposed to be a V, not a P. So anytime you see TG in front of it, that stands for total group. So that's your entire organization. That's your PBV and then all of your brand partners and all of their PBV added together, okay? So if I have 400 BV and I teach 10 people to go get 400 BV, we've got 4,000 TGQV or TGBV, okay? So if I have 10 people and we each have 100, I've got 1,000, right? So anytime you see TG, that's adding your entire group, your whole organization. And sometimes you'll see an A, and that stands for active. That is somebody, a brand partner who is active. They have 100 PQV, 100 personal qualifying volume, all right? Don't feel like you need to memorize all those things. You can watch this later. All right. All of these terms are also in our glossary and our compensation plan with a definition as well. But for those of you curious about a few things, so comp plan terms, you'll see these every once in a while. Okay. So we kind of already talked about what that capital A is. So when you see ABP, that means an active brand partner. That's a brand partner in your organization that's active that has 100 PQV. Okay, you'll see PE, that stands for personally enrolled. Your personally enrolled brand partners or your personally enrolled ambassadors. You'll also see in our comp plan Q, customer, that stands for qualified customer. So a qualified customer is a retail customer or an ambassador that has ordered 25 BV in products, okay, that qualifies them for you to rank up. A qualified leg will be a QL, okay? QL stands for qualified leg, and you need those to rank up as well. So now let's kind of move into like, so those were kind of like how you rank up, some like comp plan terms about our bonuses. So sometimes you'll see EC, enhanced commissions. That is what you guys are, that's just a bonus that you get, okay? Another bonus is our first order bonus. Sometimes you'll hear people call it an FOB. Oh, did you get an FOB? You're like, yeah, what's that? That's your first order bonus. That's what you get when you enroll a new brand partner, okay? And then you'll sometimes see 400 club, 700 club, 1200 club, 2K club. Have you guys seen those? Those are based on enhanced commissions. So if someone's in the 400 club, that means that they have 400 personal bonus volume and they are earning an extra 6% enhanced commission. Okay, so you'll see clubs. You'll also see E1 and E2. So E1, those are your personally enrolled. Those are your direct enrollees. Okay, so if I enroll Lisa, she is my E1. She is my personally enrolled. Now Lisa goes and Lisa enrolls let me see, Vicky and Siobhan. Okay, so Vicky and Siobhan are her E1 or her personally enrolled, but they're my E2s. They're my indirect enrollees. And there are some things in our compensation plan. You're not just paid on, you're personally enrolled. In a lot of situations, you get a little extra bonus for your E2s as well, the people that they brought on. So that's kind of why you want to know that. I also refer to these as your kids and your grandkids. Okay, my kid is Lisa. I enrolled Lisa. She's my kid. Now she goes in and she enrolls a couple of people. Those are my grandkids, right? They're her kids, but they're my grandkids. So it's just a really easy way for me to kind of like remember E1, E2 is your kids and your grandkids. Okay, so Jen. Anytime you guys see Gen, that stands for a generation. There's 2 bonuses in our compensation plan that pay on generations, the director generation and the vice president generation. That just means, like, let's say, for example, I'm working with Lisa and Lisa promotes to director. She's got some people under her, right? Well, they are my director generation. And now let's say I'm working with Brandon over here and Brandon goes director. Now I have another director generation over here. Okay, now Lisa, she is a hard worker. So the next month she promotes to vice president. Now I have a VP gen or a vice president gen. So those are the 2 different compensation plan generations we have in our company. Okay, the last 2 comp plan terms that you'll sometimes see that refer to bonuses in our comp plan are RAB, rank advanced bonus, and RMB, rank maintenance bonus. So if you ever hear somebody or see an image that says like another RAB, that's what that stands for. Okay. The last terms that I have for you guys, these are just our ranks. The names of our ranks, and a lot of times they are abbreviated, especially in trainings and slide decks and all of that. So it's just taking the first initial of all of these, and then like for director, it's DIR. Once you get to executive vice president, you guys, there's actually 3 more ranks above that. And a silver executive vice president is somebody who is an executive vice president in their downline. Then when they're gold, they have 2. When they're platinum, they have 3. So you'll see an S in front of the EVP. The other 2 terms that you guys may see every once in a while are founding brand partner. Those were the first like 100 to 300, I can't remember exactly how many there are, brand partners that enrolled in our system that had to go out and get 1,000 in sales and enroll a brand partner for when we first launched our company. So those are the people who literally started our company. So anytime you're at an event and you see something that says founding brand partner, know that they were here in the very beginning. And then you'll sometimes see legacy founder or LF. These are a really special group of leaders in our company that were nominated for a leadership program that had to go out and hit very high milestones that accomplish those things. And so they have a special, unique title of legacy founder. We call them the extension of corporate. They work really closely with Aspen and I and Will for the whole extent of the lifetime of Bravenly. So this is a special group of people. And that group of people is coming to a close very, very soon. So once that group closes out, there will never be more of them. So it's kind of a very special thing. So if you're in a downline of somebody who's a legacy founder, just know that you have a lot of pride around that because you're on a team that is led by a legacy founder. All right, guys. So those are just some of our rank terms. I'm going to go ahead and stop screen share. Tomorrow, we are going to be going over what I call the goods. Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys how to create a list, how to reach out to them, how to overcome objections, some social media basics, getting in a good routine of messaging and following up and posting consistently. And then I will also be posting just a very quick video that I'm not going to have anybody on. I'm just going to screen share into the groups to help you guys navigate what those are. So it'll be kind of a special part 4 of this. But I will see you guys back here on Friday. Okay, tomorrow at noon, we do not have one. So it'll be Friday at noon that we're going to be going over the goods. So I'm going to stop the recording, stop the live. If you guys are on Zoom and want to stay for the Q&A, I will be right with you.